I'm Nyanzi Samuel, the Director of Rural Community Development, which is situated in the village called Chigogozi LC1, Chireku Parish, Busimbi Division in the Mityana Municipality and Mityana District. We are here doing a lot of work as far as promoting organic agriculture, not only in Mityana, but worldwide. I'm very happy also to be the chairman of the organic movement of Uganda.
What is organic farming?
Organic farming is a farming system. This farming system looks at the farm as a holistic system, whereby we have organs of the farm organized in a proper way to produce an organism. When I talk about organism, I talk about something which can function. For example, when you look at a human being, is an organism, and a human being is an organism, and a human being has a function. So organic farming is a system which is able to give a function, and the functions of organic farming are producing food, that is very, very important. Providing conducive environment, producing fodder, but also bring about beauty and giving healthy life to the people. So organic farming is a system which is a holistic system.
What motivated you to pursue organic farming?
Yeah, I think when I was looking at the way we do our farming, I found out that many farmers actually they grow crops, but they don't look after first of all, they don't look after the soil. And you find after a few years, the soil fertility goes down. And you find when they try to manage the soil, they use inputs which actually don't support the life of the soil, but also has side effect to the plants, side effect to the animals, side effect to the water, and side effect to the human being. And when I was looking at the system which can actually bring about healthy life, healthy food, good environment, I found out that that was organic farming. And that actually made me to say it's very important to start understanding but also practicing organic farming so that I can have healthy food, I can have healthy soil, I can have healthy people, and also I can have healthy environment.
Can you explain the key differences between organic farming and conventional farming?
The key difference between organic farming and conventional farming. When you are looking at conventional farming, they really look at the plant. They feed the plant. They feed the animal. They treat the plant. They treat the animal. And yet, organic farming starts from the foundation. We are looking at the soil which has the capacity to feed the plant, the soil which has the capacity to feed the animals. So the foundation of farming is soil. Therefore, organic farming looks at the health of the soil. We look at the organic matter in the soil. We look at the minerals in the soil. We look at the micro and macroorganisms in the soil, which are very key in soil fertility, because we are very sure that the fertility of the soil depends on how active the soil microorganisms are. And therefore, we find instead of looking at about the plant, we are looking at the soil, and the soil will look at the plant. But also, very, very important, in conventional farming, they use inputs which have side effect on the humans. For example, you see many of the inputs which are used in crops, they are actually poisonous. So when somebody takes these inputs, the poison goes into their bloodstream, and you find many people have a lot of challenges with the poisons which go into their bloodstream, and they develop different different illnesses, and their hormones are stop working. So you find that inputs which are used also are not safe for the human consumption. In organic farming, we look at diversity, and we really look at what do people in that community take as their most important crops. For example, in the central region here, we really look at bananas as one of the staple foods, but also we have the banana coffee system. So we are looking at banana and coffee, and we want to train people, or we want to actually farm those crops using the organic farming principles. But you find apart from the banana, we are looking at other very, very important crops like the vegetables and indigenous trees. We have got a lot of indigenous trees, but also avocados, that is fruits, avocados, jackfruit, because we say a human being, to be a healthy person, you must have all the different types of food stuff. And that's why in organic farming we focus on crops which can give food, crops which can give medicine, but also crops which can give incomes. So, for example, here at Rucid, we are growing a variety of crops. We are growing fruits like avocados, jackfruit, mangoes, we are growing cocoa and guava, but also we are growing bananas. It's really amazing when you look at our bananas managed in the organic way. The bunches are so healthy and nice. We grow coffee, so you find, but also we grow vegetables. So in the organic farming, we value what we call diversity, because diversity, it will bring about balanced diet on the table.
How do you ensure soil fertility without using the synthetic fertilizers?
Yeah, soil fertility is very, very important. And for us, we are saying soil is naturally fertile. For example, when you see a forest will always be productive. Why? Because there is the recycling of the organic matter. So here we use organic matter, but we process it in such a way that all the nutrients will be released and stabilized. So for our case, we make our own soil amendments. For example, we have a soil amendment, which is something like a fertilizer called bokashi, whereby bokashi is composed of different ingredients. But this bokashi mainly is to inoculate the soil, to make sure the soil has a lot of microorganisms which will start working in the soil. But also another very important is keeping the soil covered most of the year. You find most people actually, they clear the land and the sun scorches the soil and the soil becomes infertile. Therefore, covering the soil throughout the year by planting leguminous trees so that there is not intense heating on the soil, but also planting leguminous crops which cover the soil in most cases, but also intercropping different crops. For example, when we plant maize, we also plant beans or cowpeas or other legumes so that they keep the soil fertile. Another aspect which we take in organic farming, very, very key, is stopping soil erosion by putting in place soil erosion structures like contour bands, like contour bands and fanya juice, as some people call it. So we look at the soil as the most important, but as I said, it is through adding organic matter, adding microorganisms, or feeding the soil with microorganisms, keeping the soil covered, but also using legumes to improve soil fertility.